get rid of you. He called victory from himself defeat. They run away from saying it.
Match 4 became the most watched of all time, and, just like that, a community which seemed destined to fade away was revived, thanks in part to a robot.
Oh, look at Bobby!
Afterwards, but he was able to recover, where most players just mentally would have been crushed. If I see, Apex 2016, and he gets top 3 in melee, top 3 in brawl, I wouldn't be surprised.
Top 3 in brawl in Apex 2016.
A lot of people would have gotten to know him, possibly because of the social barrier between him and
Let's see who got 3rd in brawl in Apex 2016.
Real friend that he's been able to hang out with,
nobody.
spend time with him, and
Like, you was fucking at
because
Apex.
he was good at the game, not because he played it, because he was good at it, because there was a difference.
He started hanging out with us, we actually got him to drink. And I don't know, we just talk, just to hang out, not play Smash, not talk about Smash.
Over the years, I must say that, he's changed for the better.
He's always trying to help people with stuff.
With
Melee.
I mean, if you talk to him 2K now versus 5 years ago, he's way more personable. He's definitely improved in that respect. So
I feel like the Smash community kind of helped him a little bit. In terms of if he was playing an online game, he might still be the same. He might not have that communication when you're talking, building real relationships. That definitely helps out.
He's wearing that
he's gotten plenty
the
of
Burger
Smash that helped him
crown with those dumb circle glasses and his black shirt. You know, a picture of me when a girl's kissing his cheek and then he's like, he has that
Zeros? Yeah, Zero. Let's go, Zero. You made it in the documentary. Yeah, Zero. No, it's a 4-hour documentary. Yeah. No, but we watched the first 3 episodes. The first 3 parts a couple of days ago. So we're continuing it. Right now it's just me picking Armada fucking around. Oh, and Zero. Let's go, Zero.
Ring, bro. Ring.
What do you want? The money match?
I don't know.
Falls out.
Bag up! Bag up! Dude, he's moving his lip ring with his tongue.
He hates personally playing $100 because he has to play a certain style. I got good. You can give it.
There's always been that real rivalry between the two, but I think it comes down to cost.
He is gonna
Chillin'.
Let's get it. How will I react if I win? How will that feel like if I lose?
Dude, H-Box, that's college student H-Box. He looks so young.
Sleep all last night.
You got some sleep?
That's some nightmares. What things going wrong? I don't usually have things like that. It's not usual.
Hi.
I'm sure.
FC Legacy.
This will work because for singles, you only need 2.
Right.
But when we go to teams, can we fit 4 here? Well, actually, hold the phone. He's not going to be connected to this team. No, you should just need one system set up.
Well, we're gonna set up checking.
Look at this dude.
We're going to set up who this actually
Dude,
is.
he is actually just like,
So,
he is manhandling that CRT. He's like, nothing. I almost got arrested for breaking the CRT. the Hopper is a melee player, which is why he really dislike defensive stuff. Yeah. See that video? Yeah. Mango! Yeah, I know.
He's only got one.
It's just a clear shell.
Doesn't
And
matter
then some
how
LEDs inside.
much he's getting messed up or how stupid it is. He can always
Why
does
don't our
that.
controllers
The way I would
low?
play is I would try to,
Look at
find your habits
Keep
and
his mouth.
find out where you're predictable and exploit that and this and that. He doesn't seem to have any patterns or habits that I could ever pick up on. And I was good at that too.
He would talk about having a notebook in his head, and he would just write down every little crazy thing that he would see. And I don't mean like crazy combos, like just crazy little aspects, like how a combo will work at certain percents and how certain things will work. And he would talk about that, and we would always just kind of laugh at him or whatever. But then you would see him play a match, and just we would see something like happen, something like just like you'll see him play today. You'll see him, he'll do the craziest combo that wouldn't even make sense. You wouldn't think it would work, and he just knows it works. It's not something that can really be explained or learned, I don't think. It's just something that kind of happens. And it's just something that don't happen to him.
Think after this, after we're done with this, I'm gonna
That's
work
why
on
hates,
the combo
he
breaker
hates
controller
personally playing $100
and
because
then practice with it.
if he
just like test
isn't
it,
playing his
and see if it
not
like
his
doesn't
best,
suck.
but he has to be playing good.
And if it
He
does
can't just
suck,
wing
then
it against
honestly,
$100 because
I'm
he has
just
to play
gonna
a
give
certain
up on the
style.
combo breaker.
He makes you play his game. That's what
It's
makes him
not
so
worth
good.
it.
He makes you play his rules because if you don't, then he's gonna
And
he's there. He's figured out an option for a lot of approaches, a lot of just waiting you out. Like he doesn't care, but that's not Mango's game.
He legitimately runs away when people are trying to fight him, and I think it's ridiculous. He thinks it's ridiculous, and this coming from me, and
I play
a lot of
safe.
people have called me boring, but I don't even do that. I don't run from people like that.
You saying you going the whole way? You think anybody's
Full
gonna be any
speed,
problem?
shoot
You taking it
missiles.
free?
You don't run.
Mango over here, as usual, he's a really, really great player. As so much as the rivalry between us, the hate, I don't want to go into that. That's silly.
There was a point in my Smash career where I really hated that guy. Really disliked him.
They don't really hate each other that
Talking
much
about him.
anymore. We're just like left in each
Anything.
box.
I mean, we would barely shake hands after a match. My lifestyle and his lifestyle just are different things. And to the best of both of us.
Before we get started, just want to talk through a few things. I'll try to do it as quick as possible. First of all, general conduct. I know I don't need to talk about this, but please, while you're in the venue, while you're in the hotel,
Let's go, Dewan.
Yourselves and other people around you. Make sure you're just promoting this fantasy community, making this into a place that we can be proud of, and making this creative and proud of.
They came over and I have all kinds of Game 2 games and they see Smash and they want to play Smash. I'm like, oh cool, we're really good at that game. I'm like, yeah, I'm doing good too, man. I ended up beating them. And then with the little kid rivalry, I bet you can't beat our friend, he won a tournament and everything. And I was like, oh, well, sure, I'll play him, I don't care. I had my scooter, I was all ready to go off bar, go find this friend, and they ended up taking me like 2 houses down. And he comes out, probably the same thing he wears now, freaking basketball shorts and a tank top. After that, it was kind of like a small rivalry. We always have that competitive feeling. I don't know if that's just natural for everybody or just being a competitive gamer. Just as a kid, we had that competitive spirit. I figured out I'll throw up there. He found out I'll throw rest. I figured out how to DI first. I didn't want to tell him how to DI. We kind of figured out little things and we just kept trying to push ahead of each other until eventually at one point he just started kind of pushing ahead. I've played the game for 6 years. I've seen a lot of new players come and go, and no one grabbed a hold of the game the way he did.
I thought it would happen. Kind of knew he was going to be the best at some point, just the way he was progressing.
I think it was probably when Mango decided that I'm going to lose in winner's bracket. You give me every single big name in the losers bracket. It's not a question. I got it. It's easy.
It was like my favorite moment like ever. It was so good.
Mango took that tournament to the bank, but he talked about Pound 3 for at least 2 years.
He just, it wasn't even like he raped me as a team. He just kind of picked them apart, and just the more the matches went on, the worse it got. And it was just crazy how he just kind of tore him down.
If he gets hit, he's got no jaw. So like, if you hit him once or throw something at him weird,
I mean, no, I can do this props. It's just a little demoralizing that this is like, one day I aren't. Like, even look at Tyler's season range. Have you seen Tyler's?
You're like hitting someone's head. He got
Let me
into my head.
Because he's doing the regular props.
Yeah,
Let me show you his. It's fucking really good. And I'm like, holy shit! I wish I could do this in one day.
They made a South Park parody. You know
probably didn't have
that episode where they're watching Indiana Jones get raped?
He has no job. What did he have to work today? That was yesterday. Was he supposed to work today? What the hell was
There were some
happening?
kids in the theater watching
South
it,
Park.
except they replaced the footage with Mango as raping Mewtwo King in the match.
A lot of people at the time say, he's using Jigglypuff. How many people are honestly familiar with that match?
Let's go,
Is it
Pound.
the character? In time, we knew, no, it's not the character.
The big thing for me is when he switched to Falco. Because people were just like, oh, it's just Jigs, it's a one-trick pony, and then he came back and he was like, no, I can do this with like anyone, and he showed it.
Oh yeah, this is my esports notebook. I can't find a sponsor.
13 years old, playing my Game Boy Advance. I love that Game Boy Advance was my killer app system. I love that system. I'd get good grades in school, and then like my mom would buy me the games that I wanted, and I would beat it all 100%. I want to get every single achievement because that's how I played. I was, hardcore, right? Whatever it's called. But I'm like, this is really fun. I like video games. And then I saw Melee. I had Melee, and I thought, how can I beat this 100%? And it's like, oh, get all the trophies. Eventually, I got through every single trophy except one. So I remember back to my, Pokemon card days. Back when I was like 9 years old. Jigglypuff, rest. Restore HP. I'm like, that's it. Her downbeat does nothing. I must restore HP. This move made the opponent explode off the stage. I'm like, that is incredible. I just picked up Jigglypuff with the pup tag, started beating everyone with rest and stuff. I developed my playstyle with it, my spacing and everything. And from there, you just go to more tournaments. Eventually, I started going out of state, a national, and Mewtwo King came in. And I was like, whoa, Mewtwo King. I mean, of course, everyone who sees Mewtwo King for the first time is kind of surprised at what he's like. But anyway, they put me into crew battles with him, and I beat Mewtwo King in crew battles. And at that point, I had this strange confidence. I'm like, whoa, that's pretty cool. That's pretty fun. Getting the crowd all hyped and stuff. This is when people still cheer for me. That's not the same anymore. I got good using gimmicks. So I got good at it. I couldn't get good using technical. My fingers just aren't fast enough. When you play me, people get frustrated a lot. And I really, it's not like winning's fun all the time. When you see your friends get frustrated, it's like, I don't want to play this anymore. Let's go play ping pong or something. Being my very first tournament win out of state in Georgia, even then, people already didn't want me to win. I was like, is this really happening? Florida was cheering against me. All I can say is that I'm used to it. And I know there's still some people who, even though they're frustrated and annoyed by it, I know the fact that they do think well of me.
Zella's not going to be able to catch him. But he did get him there, 85% dead.
Oh wow, good spacing. Oh, easy. Oh, attack! That's very good, Mikey. Yeah. Wow. This is where the matchup flips around. Look, great read by Kurt Green. Oh, just wow. This goes in with the knee. What moves? First knee, that's death. That's 4 DI. Very salty.
One thing Hungry Box is doing right now is he's ducking a lot.
That was an interesting forward B. Hungry Box starting off really strong. Do you think Mango will go Captain Bowser and start?
Mango, get those combos. Get the read. Oh my goodness.
That's an easy push back. Once Ganon's off the stage, it's just really hard because his recovery is so poor.
Hungry Box is really strong play though.
He sets up for so much.
That's a rough match.
last match, and everyone is watching. Oh my goodness!
He's
the game's still going.
He's alive.
What a great up tilt. Another one.
Randall.
No! No! The Falcon March and the Mango wins.
Mango.
How would you describe Mango as a person?
Mango! Mango!
He's.
Let's go, Zach.
He was shirtless, he was falling in like a garage.
It's just like all this. We gotta go. Like, we got things to do. We gotta move forward. And if we do it, we're gonna do it right, and we're gonna do it hard. Like, well, I'm pretty sure I've almost died like twice. I got this lip ring when I was passed out in Vegas. I've been arrested almost like 8 times just because I'm always talking smack to the cops. Like, I never back down, dude. Yeah, I just things like that. I'm reckless. I don't know.
He spanked me so hard. It's like, didn't even try. And he still doesn't even try. He was like making fun of me too. Like, why did you take me to Fountain of Dreams? Come on, dude. What? Oh my God. I'm just like, I don't even know what to think. Like, it's the first time I met Mango. I'm like, man, dude, this guy's a dick.
His humor is so asshole-ish. And like, people still, they like that. You know, they like him. He's a people person. He just goes out and people just like being around him.
Even if they're like suit and tie type of people or this and that, they'll show up looking like a gangly little kid, like messed up beard, dumbass shirt, and like it'll end up working out.
It's crazy seeing him, because you know, some people get offended by his humor so much, like online. Like I remember Florida, it was a tournament, it was a small gigabytes tournament, some like little computer place or something. He went into their thread like just talking shit, saying all you guys suck, I'm gonna come rape all you guys and yada yada. And like I remember Lamb Chop saying like, yo, you're not gonna come in here to our state talking like that, you're gonna get your ass handed to you. We get to Florida and everybody loves him.
Like, once you get to know him, if you get close enough to him, then he'll love you. I mean, it's kind of like that love-hate, though, you know, like, it's tough love.
Kind of like a kid, but not a kid, just doing things at his own pace, and his pace is pretty crazy. I'll go out to mine, I've had the best time.
We also have over here Chillin' and Mango against
Chillin' and Mango.
X and Pro. Thank you. Over there, last match of the night.
You guys lost, right? In terms of lifestyles, I'm not one to judge. I don't think anyone is. There's, you know, yeah, he drinks. That's all he will do.
Kiss Prime is the best tournament host of all time. That also rhymes. But also, Mango needs to find his controller. It's not like
He took the mic.
I may not be like as capricious as he is, but I
Mango's crazy.
better. I have, I'm going to school now. I'm going and get my degree in chemical engineering. I'm getting good grades. He's a sprinter. I'm a marathon runner. You know, same as Smash Bros. He just immediately short run, crazy, innovative things. I look back at what I'm good at.
You just passed out.
right over here.
Now that you warmed up a little bit, teams just want to go over here. Top 10 people, how many about to play here, but anyway, we'll get back to him. Anyway, top 10 people, 6. There's so many good people here.
Me at home. We got PC, Future King,
You got Shizma's over there. You got this bag right here. You play Soul Game.
Gamer than Mango.
No, I don't play game.
He doesn't like it.
Oh, yeah, it's a habit. It's a bad habit, like saying rape and stuff. Can't you even take me seriously when I say that? Come on, it's just... Really?
I have a real problem when people use gay as a derogatory term. I've had really traumatic experiences, like, especially being in the South.
Being a girl in a gaming community, like, I've gone through all of it. Being labeled as an attention whore, which admittedly I was when I was 18. Probably still am to some extent.
If you would have called me a nigger, and then a black guy would call me a nigger, like, you know, it should be the same thing. It shouldn't be like, oh, he called me a nigger, but you can't, you know?
People, like, codifying me as a sexual minority, like, as a negative, that's really disheartening, especially when gamers as a whole are really more, like, progressive, because we're all sort of weird.
You're not helping girls get into the gaming community at all by using terminology like rape.
As far as rape goes, like it's one of the things I catch myself saying a lot. It's kind of like retarded, like something that I don't really tend to say because it's kind of downplaying the traumatic effects of natural rape. But I don't think it's as, if we're going to categorize it, what's more offensive, I'm a little biased.
Everything to me is just perception. Like, you know, those old sayings like, oh, sticks and stones will break my bones, whatever, yada, yada, yada. So, I mean, if you let it hurt you, then, you know, it's kind of your own fault because everyone is just branded to feel a certain way about certain words. But I guarantee if everybody was brought up a different way, words with me have different meanings.
No, I don't play
He
it.
doesn't like it. He does high risk,
I'm
high
all
reward.
aggressive and shit.
High risk, high reward.
I'm really called cancel it.
There's always been like that little rivalry between the two, but I think it comes down to Puff.
He was the first Jigglypuff to do a lot of things. He was the first Puff to win a big tournament, the first Puff to beat a lot of the big East Coast players, especially Mewtwo King, because Mewtwo King, you know, was the king for a long time. Hungrybox comes and does the same thing with almost, like, it looked like not even half the effort of what Mango did. And I think that really, I don't want to say offended, but it kind of did. It wasn't even that he was better than Mango. He just kind of figured his trick out, and I mean, it was just so simple.
His rancor comes from, you play a very, very defensive or campy play style that I'm not really a big fan of. That's not how I like to play the game or how I like to see the game being played.
Mango stopped playing Puff, and I'm sure there was all kinds of Hungrybox fans saying Hungrybox is probably better. Hungrybox, you know, he gets results, yada yada. And Mango just didn't like that. Mango was the Puff player, and Mango was a very, very prideful person. Me growing up with him, I know that probably better than anyone. He is about pride. Hungrybox goes for those results, he goes for those wins. That's his own pride. He likes getting that win, you know, and that's probably the way it is for a lot of people. But for Mango, it's different. Mango likes just showing how good he is. Even if he loses, if he shows how good he is, then he's happy. And that's why Mango can generally lose to Hungrybox, because he doesn't want to play that game. And, you know, I mean, Hungrybox can be happy about the win. You know, he got the win. He's gotten it a couple times on Mango, but it's like not to John for Mango. It's his own stupidity. He's better than that. He's a lot better than that. Because players like that, like I said, they make you play their game, and Mango refuses to 100% do that. And if he did, I don't think he would be losing Hungrybox. But I mean, you do, it's Mango. Are we waiting on that, or are we doing it now?
Yeah, winner gets to the middle. You guys can do both there if you want. That's
I thought Mango was going to go Puff for a second there. He had his cursor on her.
All right, we're up. Doubles. Chillin' Dude goes hard right towards DOH, wants to start shutting him down, and I think he really wants to split it up so that Hungrybox can pick up Mango, but instead he ends up getting the rest on DOH.
Chillin' and Hungrybox.
H-Box is doing work. He wants all the monies.
Wow.
And he gets opened up by Chillin' Dude, and he doesn't.
Mango has
He has given up on this match.
Mango has decided to quit the game, summoning his inner Mewtwo King.
And he is going to need to collect himself if he wants to start playing. Just look at him.
People don't realize how hard it is to play on a hangover. It is extremely hard. I've only done it once, and I got absolutely rocked. If you watch day 1 of Genesis, the crew battle, where $100 rocked me, I was hungover that day, and it was like the end of the day, and you know, you think I would have like a clean 8 hours to sober up or whatever, get off the hangover.
Yeah,
no,
does that
I've seen him. He'll drink till he passes out, blacks out, and I've never gotten that drunk. And like, he does that constantly at tournaments, but I mean, he's so good that he'll make it happen.
On to game 4, 2-1 in favor of Fox and Peach, Mango, DOH. All that. He did a good job.
Hungerbox's survival is the key right now for him.
He cannot afford to die. As they are, it's significantly more
Mango with a big
believable.
mistake, almost dying.
Oh, and a crazy pinball bounce on DOH. He gets the dash attack. Yep, he doesn't get the edge. Chillin's still in it.
Hungerbox with the save with that down air. He gets Mango right out of the air. Great job. That could have been.
And the bomb! He no. Oh, nice forward air.
This is still possible for DOH here.
Can he win the 2v1? He just needs to pick up a good hit on Chillin.
Oh my God, that's it.
DOH
It's over.
doubles. Wins the 2v1.
DOH.
Doe Mango.
Let's go, Doe.
A magnificent work from DOH. Bringing it home for Mango.
We're going to relaunch with singles here very, very soon. We're going to take our 5 minutes.
All right, rules for this. If you play during the bracket, you start with the next one that you were at during the bracket. So if you were up 2-0, if you won 2-0 against somebody, you started 2-0.
Oh, let's go, Axe! Let's go, Axe!
We have my continuation set to finish.
There are certain people I feel like encapsulate the emotion or the feeling behind a character. You have Kage with Gabby. And then you have Dark Ray with Falcon. Doesn't go to too many events nowadays. He's still just such a strong player, period. People shouldn't be surprised with how he performs.
The arena is wrapped. Everybody is watching this. They aren't turning to watch other pools. There are a couple jerks over there in the corner playing friendlies. They don't matter.
I know they played earlier, and Mango decided to Falcon Ditto it. And he's going to it. He's going to it. You can hear the cheers in the crowd.
I'm about as excited as it can be.
So they start to Dreamland, a very good Falcon stage, very good for this Ditto right here.
A lot of room, and Mango player 1, Dark Rain.
Dark Rain's usual black, and player 4.
Gets out of the Mango pressure, nice spacing, weaves around him, gets back to center stage. Mango clipping him, gets the throw. Does he follow? He does not, anticipates a second place. Dark Rain tries to go for the jab regrab, doesn't quite work. Mango jumps out. Goes for the down air. These guys are smart. They aren't reading each other's text yet. Neither of them have picked up. And Dark Rain, he sees through the up air, but then he fast falls after the air dodge.
Oh, Mango stage spikes him with a back air.
Could have survived, could have extended it, but he just didn't believe it would happen.
Falconville. Oh, gets Mango off there. Gets him with a down air. Dark Rain wins game 2. Oh, Mango going right at him this time.
And, ooh, Dark Rain picking up good up airs, but not quite able to link it into something solid.
Oh, big knee! Oh, the knee!
Into knee! The greatest combo. Into knee! Says to go for the grab. He's on his shield.
Oh, wow! Great read by Dark Rain.
Knee to the groin. That's not your purse. That doesn't belong to you.
Power shields are neutral there against the gentleman, but Mango crouch cancels into a down tilt. He's gonna get him there.
On the tech chase. They call this combo video mind reader for a reason. He does it again. He does not care what Mango thinks.
Mango hits him with the back air. Gets the ref who's shielded. He's gonna kill him right there.
Dark Rain takes it. He's up 3 stock to 1. 55% Mango kills
Mango quits on that match. Concedes to Dark Rain. Amazing stuff.
You won't see him at his full potential unless you're like playing in the room and you make him mad. You make him mad, he'll go all out.
And right now, Mango is getting booed by the crowd.
He flips them off for good measure. They go right back to Dreamland. Last time this happened.
This is pride.
Mango has this grasp that can't be taught. It's not something that comes with time. It's something you have to be born with.
Mango is awake right now.
How does he think so differently about this game? And I just don't know.
Shut up, Zach.
He is the natural.
Even I wanted him to win when I'm saying to us.
Mango gets the final me, puts that final nail.
Falcon Dittos.
Oh my god.
Absolutely nuts.
And two of the sets people will remember from this weekend are the two sets that these guys played.
He's completely ripped it open, right? He's already there. He is the new deep, right? That is great. That is art and another stuff. Watching someone like Mango be so willing, so doing such risky things and technical things, and being consistently like proven that he can do it every single time. It's like, wow. I have full respect for him as a player.
Oh yeah. I don't know if he doesn't like me, but as far as I can tell, I think we're on better terms now. I can understand if he still doesn't appreciate me as a player, because I understand where he's coming from. The way I play is very frustrating, but I have nothing but the utmost respect for him, because he's taking the game to a new level, and I can't really be mad at someone who's done it to the game I love so much.
Let's go H-Box. Let's go H-Box.
That's that last stock. Not likely to get again.
Oh,
But he
almost.
gets that serious combo. Nels really showing that he's got good out of shield shine. Mango saying he doesn't care.
Hungry Box is probably the scariest edge guard or species there is.
Force smashes the other way. Somehow it makes him dodge. That's the Mango effect.
And up throw rest to finish off the set. Great job by Hungry Box. And
It's
forward
the
smash.
forward smash. Axe takes third place. FC 10.
What will happen in the next minute? How will I react if I win? And how will that feel like if I lose? It's like riding a bike for the first time and realizing you're finally getting it, or just falling off and getting more hurt than you ever have.
The Kishins have been running a really tight ship here. I have no doubt that they've been tracking the pool's results and making sure that things happened the way they did. I don't believe it is a coincidence whatsoever that the match for third and fourth place just happened.
Absolutely.
And we're about to get the match for first and second.
Absolutely. They've been really smart in choosing their matches. And here we go. Grand Finals.
Mango Fox, always a favorite against floaties. Always used to against Hungry Box. Hungry Box, excellent at the Fox matchup. Mango, excellent at the Everybody matchup.
Exactly.
Excellent crouch cancel tag.
Oh, misses it.
This is the rest.
That's another forward smash instead. Knew the up smash wasn't going to kill. Decided to keep him nearby.
It's entirely possible that's what he wanted to do. Mango's one of the few people, one of the few foxes that can connect with up throw up air against Hungry Box. He gets the timing right, and he accounts for the possibility of that smash DI when he positions it. His shield pressure is insane. Back air shine, back air shine.
Slowly whittling down that shield, trying to get Jigglypuff's ears or whatever gets exposed under that. Gets him again.
Another
stock.
And this time he has the boost of that other platform. There are a lot of cases where Mango would say, no, I'm not going to use just the most efficient option, but he hates fighting Jigglypuff. And he really doesn't, he's not a fan of H-Box.
That's good.
So he's willing to make the exception just because of stuff like that. Even though, funny story, he used to do it to people all the time.
Exactly, I was about to say. That's the irony.
He started as a pup.
Oh, he gets Mango off stage, but Mango keeps himself close to the ledge. Gets the back air. That's a good stock. Mango with a pretty dominating performance for game one.
Mango gets the neutral air. He's always just that little bit faster with his aerials than other players. That's how, when he played Axe, he was able to interrupt so much of his Pika stuff compared to SFAT, who got hit by most of it. It's just that Mango thing. Mango might have lived, but he wouldn't have been back in time. And there we go.
H-Box!
That's the puff stuff that Hungry Box is needing.
Uh-oh. I
And
thought he was going to try to grab him there.
Right now, Mango's in that mode. He doesn't care where H-Box goes right now. He's going to try and hunt him down. He wants him dead.
Oh, went for the grab there. He really wanted to just finish it with another up air.
Nice rush by Hungry Box. Absolutely.
Waits to watch for the tech, sees it's a miss, and because he's so prepared, he's able to react.
And they go to Final Destination. H-Box does a jab there, which really surprises me. He's messing up right now on his execution.
A nice back air from him. That slight up angle sets Fox straight into the Puff back air, and then Puff right into the Fox back air.
H-Box has been doing some really strange things. He whipped 2 up smashes straight and immediately got punished for it. And for some reason, he tried to grab Mango while Mango was jumping around 3 times straight. I don't understand what's going on with H-Box right now.
He might be having quicker flows, or he's just panicking.
It looks like it right now. Honestly, it does. And Mango is at tournament point right now. If he takes this, he's the champion.
He's just demonstrating. He knows where to put his aerials, so the Hungry Box crashes into him. And he knows how to weave them around. Hungry Box's typical style of spacing.
And he manages to get him with that again. I honestly thought Battlefield was a great stage for Mango in their first game. I'm not sure about this counter pick.
Needs to keep the space to the center of the stage, but he needs to have his hits going.
Oh! He didn't get the jump to get the second aerial.
It's entirely possible it wouldn't have connected, but the mistake
Oh, he gets him! The Mango head landed on the stage. Gets him again.
All the right up B, all the right ways to follow his up B. Mango gets a little turnaround, and now it's at a point where it's absolutely anybody's game. No clear advantage.
H-Box is back off the stage. He's trying to recover here. Mango misses with the back air. H-Box catches him.
He doesn't hesitate to do those. And he's going out there to pick up a shine spike, even though he doesn't really need to do that.
Oh, misses that rush. Gets him with the back air. Mango does it. Mango is crowned the champion of Melee FC here in Southern Indiana. Mango makes the 800 box.
Disappointed look on his face. Really downcast.
Wow. He's...
Alright, congratulations to Mango, champion of FC Legacy.
That was 2. That was the last day of the event, I'm pretty sure. And they told everyone to clear the venue, get out of the venue, and go into this field. It's huge open field. Weather was beautiful also. California had great weather. I'm jealous of California. And we're all outside. This is a time when me and Mango still hate each other, but that's not really important. And well, it is kind of important because people are not playing tag, right? Just tag, oh, running around because we have nothing better to do, right? There's like 4 people outside. And at one point, I got tagged, and I walk up to Mango, and the whole crowd's going, oh! And everyone's like, what's going on? So I tag him, but he's like, nah. I'm like, okay, whatever. But you know, I'm getting into the physical, like, we're like moving around. We're having fun. Let's play a game.
Oh, they're playing Sharks and Minnows? Let's go, Wes! Wes is out here, he's like, yeah.
We're all players. Every time with spectators, just not knowing what's going on, but having a blast because of it. And see, that was great. Like, how nice is that to, you know, finally put the controller down and really show, like, hey, we're all human beings and we're all good people too. Good people who know how to have fun. While I was just looking at the game unfolding, I looked around, you know, I see people smashing with their friends, you know. Some guys carpool here, some guys flew here. You know, together, just sitting down eating Chipotle, some guys eating in and out. There was talking, laughing.
No, I hate this sketchbook.
It's like,
because every time I pull a piece of paper, it just comes out. It's just out of it. This is a sketchbook.
I walk in somewhere, and I feel
prompt. Day 2, today's prompt.
And I didn't really get
the Toxic Avenger. No idea the fuck that is. I looked him up earlier.
Really going to accomplish for me. It's really developed me as a person. This whole tournament scene. Really grateful for it. I don't know how it would have turned out without it, to be honest. And really glad to have met even the ones I do. Hopefully I can meet 1,000 more.
I'm just gonna draw
more
stupid
friends.
fucking
yes, that's that.
I don't care about the first 2 days. What I'm excited for Spunked,
The Violator.
I had some ideas for Violator, but like 7th through the 10th, no 7th through the 12th. That's where I'm going all out for me right now. I have some ideas for 7th through 12th. I'm trying to do some good stuff there. I don't care about the first 6 days. I don't care about any of these people. Maybe the Violator. I might do something for that, something interesting. But like, and then for the 19th, which is Joker,
$1,000 we're not done. Like I was
gonna draw a bunch of like Jokers.
Armada is probably one of the best things that's ever happened for this game.
Persona
Since
Joker.
you didn't put the effort, you didn't try.
There's probably another Joker I'm not thinking of.
Like they always pick you to
Just
come
gonna draw a
back,
bunch
like
of
they
Jokers.
see, you know, you should really just come back.
And then the 30th, I'm gonna draw Jack Frost.
anymore.
Being described as maniacs, not a bad thing. I think it's a compliment.
The whole thing.
Whole thing.
He was like almost looked unbeatable for a time. Like he was looking almost like Ken-esque, I want to say.
That was legit, man. That was legit.
Looked like he was gonna kind of like go through this like reign of terror where he's like waiting for like 3 years or 4 years.
And people said he couldn't do it with Falco. Where you at?
For a while, it did look like that, but I mean, eventually, it's just how things work. Like people catch up, people get better, people fall off. Somebody's gonna be there to replace your spot. Like as long as people are hungry enough for it.
I think one of the biggest things for this game is upsets and regional or
Let's go,
international rivalries. You know,
Let's go,
Armada is
PP.
probably
Dark
one of the
PP.
best things that's ever happened for this game. You know, that man come in with a character that no one thought could win anything. Peach, right? He whooped all of our butts at Genesis, and so everyone, and he did it at the first Genesis. He almost won the first Genesis, so everyone said, "Oh wow, this guy."
He's
a beast. Really think he's favored to win this tournament.
I don't need all the pencils.
I agree. I'm rooting for Mango.
I don't
root for Mango as well. He's my boy.
Stop it.
I got his back.
You're taking them out of the box.
Based on what I've seen, it just seems like
Don't hand me the
Armada's
box.
just taking off.
Okay.
Looking
Thank
like ridiculously better than everybody right now.
No one would question Mango being the best of all time if he had clear-cut victories over Armada. The Genesis ones when Mango said matters. It's 1-1 at Genesis.
Yeah, that's all of them.
But
that's all.
they really didn't face off other tournaments
Very
because
cool.
there was Mango getting third out of tournament after Armada beat him, and then they just didn't see each other at all at Apex 2013. But Mango put in that effort, that time, that work. There is no question about him being the best the game has ever seen. But because he hasn't put his all in when his back was against the wall, when the one person that really threatened his title, I think there would be a lot less chatter about that. But since he didn't put in the effort, he didn't try, it's always going to be that question.
What if I made the Toxic Avenger, but he didn't look like super ugly? As in his bottom.
Let's go, okay.
There was a Facebook poll first on Evo's Facebook saying, what games do you want to see at Evo? This is the list. We'll try one more, just to see. And Smash community came out in full force saying, we want this spot. This spot was ours once before. We want to take it back one more time at the very least. And, you know, there were some issues. You know, a lot of people like, Smash community can't be that well represented. You know, these have to be bots. Someone is like nuking Facebook to give them like 800 more votes. So the emo staff's like, okay, let's do this the fair way. If your game got over 500 votes, you're in the running. We're gonna do a fundraiser. Whatever game makes the most money, we're gonna fight breast cancer.
Schoolgirls,
you get
let's
that
go.
8th spot.
I'm playing and I'm not about to
It came down to Smash and Skullgirls bit by bit by bit.
This race is so close.
We'd do an event on stream, and the next night they would have something. And then we'd have something. And then they'd have something.
$50,000 and we're not done. Like that's amazing to me, you know. And it's cool as going to breast cancer.
Let me just ask for a tiny, tiny bit more support. You haven't even dropped the spirit bomb. That's true right there. When we act as one, throw our hands up in unison, shit we can do is crazy.
Smash was able to pull it out, but I have to definitely show a lot of respect to Mike Z and the entire Skullgirls staff. It kind of was all surreal until Mr. Wizard pops in and says, do you know where we can buy some GameCubes and CRTs because none of our games use them?
MLG Anaheim was probably one of the only examples where people would cheer on Ken when he was still playing and he was still active, because it was his home turf. I feel like people ostracized him, and I'm not sure if that contributed to his retirement, but like whenever he looks back at Smash and he talks to me on a personal level, he always says chaotic. Like the Smashing was good for me, but like I don't know if I could deal with all the trash talk and all like the Smashers anymore, treating me like that anymore. And I said to him, like, maybe if you turn up now, like they're always begging for you to come back, like they miss you, you know, you should really just come back and represent yourself. Doesn't matter if you feel bad anymore. It's nice to see a familiar face, like, sticking to his guns and like playing the game that we all love, and we love to see him perform and do his Ken combos,
Can you hear me?
Hey guys, can you hear me?
Oh my god, it's the voice
Try
that we all know and love.
It's kind of weird, getting back to it.
Do you see it in front of me in the chat?
Since then. Look at the top three
I
there.
saw it in front of
Ken
me
was
in
in
the chat.
first, Hugs in second, and some tough player named Mango got third. Who would have thought that this many years later we'd be on that main stage? It's magical. I think this is going to be fun.
To not stream Melee? What?
Yeah, this happened. That was crazy. And then everybody was like, are you fucking kidding me, Nintendo? And then someone's like, just kidding. I'm just kidding. This guy is so fucking ugly. Why is he so ugly? Oh my god.
That's the first time that Mingo still considered best player in the United States right now.
Good old days.
This is what the everyone wants to see. It's like birds with swords.
I almost got second at the end.
Wow, perfect spacing. He stopped his hit and he can't make it back. Best players are in the U.S. League. Right. This is the strongest country, and that's why Armada winning was such a big deal. And that's one nice moonwalk. He's just trying to show off. You hear the USA chant in the background. Mango opting for the USA name tag. Oh, here we go, up there! Oh, he's definitely loving it right now. He's been waiting months for this, probably years. Mango yelling at the crowd saying, I got your back. I'm sending Armada home. So now it's on touch chase. Armada known for being one of the great features with the combo game. Wake up attack. And a switch. This is big to Armada. Oh, no trouble. Now is he gonna go wait for him to kill? No, can't keep him out there. And he's running around the head. Knocked him out. Taking his shirt off. Searching the crowd. Later on his very own Mango saying, I've waited so long for this one. This is one of the most storied rivalries in this game. These two have had tons of bad blood. It's so close. Pixels away from that blast zone. Everyone's thinking a miracle right now. Oh, he ran! Oh, he ran that roll! Reminiscent of Genesis. He knew it was happening. He knew it was coming. This is 3 out of 5 at Grand Finals. Oh, nice down air to save himself just in that one situation. This goes and there it is! The up smash and wobbles is going to go down. The 3-1 Mango has come all the way back to prove his record.
For all the people that, they fiend over getting into the NBA or the NFL and this and that, there are people who don't have that athleticism or just don't find the same kind of pleasure in it. They prefer to use their minds in something else. For those kinds of people, this would have been great to aspire to be a cyber athlete and then play for money to be there. And I would have loved that opportunity. I would have dropped everything I would have done. People like Wife, people like me, people like Chillin', there were a lot of people heavily invested in the game and trying to make it the next big thing. JV3, M3D, these were people that cared about the game, they wanted it to be something bigger. These people have the same competitive nature that any other athlete does. It's just we don't have the means to nurture that and to make something of it. And it sucks. And I hope it changes at some point in the future, and not in a bullshit way, like they're trying to do with some of these games where they're just commercializing it and exploiting these people that are legitimate mental athletes and exploiting them because they don't feel that the public will accept them as athletes. Hopefully that changes. And, by some dumb luck, hopefully Melee is part of it. We'll see.
A lot of people want, Nintendo to acknowledge our existence. If they pump some money into our competitive scene, it would be fantastic. I feel like. I certainly feel that way as well. But, in that same sense, we're kind of weird as a game. We took Smash, this party game, and we made it our own. I think we are kind of maniacs in that sense. We have this sort of fervor for the game. We go from event to event. These are our churches, basically. There's no praying, except if your computer TI's on point. Nintendo will give us support. We'll put in the labor. We do it ourselves. We're still playing this game 12 years after its release. There's another game in between there. That game we weren't happy with. So some people in that community said, why not mod it to make it more like the game we love so much?
Hey, look, VM. Let's go VM.
I think all that does kind of borders on lunacy, but I think, in this case, our love for the game being described as maniacs, not a bad thing at all. I take it as a compliment.
You mean a rep of Smash, like as a whole?
Yeah.
The whole thing?
The whole thing. What?
Wrap up Smash. Wrap up all of Smash. It means so much to me. And I really do think it was important. But you're asking me why?
This is a Melee documentary, not a Smash documentary.
Well, it was a chance for us to be somebody.
Or 64.
It was a chance for all of us to be somebody. And that was a big deal.
Where's more of Brawl?
Most of my conscious life, I've been playing Smash. It's a cliche statement, but it's more than a game. It's you know, it's literally part of my life. Most of my close friends, most of my best friends I made through Smash. It also just shows, like, I feel like the reason I get along so well with Smashers is it shows their excellent judgment that they chose to play with me in the game. So, I mean, there's partly that, but, you know, it's just, it brings people together that otherwise would not have been brought together. Like, I was saying earlier about, you know, how we met DA and everything, like, there's no reason for me as like a 13-year-old high school kid to be hanging out with like these 20-year-old Bronx people, but you know, it happened and it was awesome and we actually got along and laughed with each other and stuff, you know. I really like the fact that it brings together people from every walk of life, really, you know, it's except those. But, you know, we'll work on that.
12. Maybe less. Jesus.
We understand the small details, the small intimate interactions we have in these very small meetups and small Smash Fest and tournaments make a really big impact, a really big deal on how we can communicate or how we can bond outside of that context. It's not about the Smash. Wobble said this to me a few days ago. He said, Smash Brothers is like an art form. It actually isn't about being the best. It isn't about winning. It isn't about learning matchups or competing in tournaments. It's about turning up at a venue with a game you all love and care about and playing it really cool. Just making it an art form. Just perform kick-ass awesome shit. Do awesome combos, invent stuff, be creative. Yeah, and I think that's why we relate. That's why we bond. That's why we make friendships. That's why we hang out in hotel rooms and lobbies at 4 a.m. drinking and talking about God knows what. It's not because we play Smash Brothers. It's actually because we're just friends.
Yep, that's me. Yes. Woo! Okay. That was pretty neat, I guess. Not the best thing. What do you want me to do on controller? Unless you want to play like a game. I was thinking, I'm gonna go play online, body some kids, because I want to know what online people do. Okay. Wait, where's your What's tomorrow? Thursday. No, I mean, what's the prompt for tomorrow? Wasn't it Toxic? No, that's today. Oh, do you know what today is? Violator? Yeah. No, Skinner Sweet. Also, do you know what today is? It's my birthday.
No, it's not.
It is. It's not. At the time.
It's your day.
Well, at the time you were being born. I don't know, closer to like 12:20 PM or AM? I'm not sure. See, because sometimes my mom would go like, it's my birthday, not my birth time. Well, guess what? Guess what? What? I don't care that you hurt your elbow. That's right. What did I see that earlier today?
Jumping from that from. Oh, jumping jab. Music King takes it with a boot out of the tournament. 2 sets. He's done it twice today.
You two can actually getting bodied by the crowd. Oh hey, I just noticed. It's your birthday. Pretty weird, huh? Psych! It's not my birthday, it's your birthday. Do you know what today is? January
Friday.
27th.
Thursday pre-fun day.
That's right, today is Friday, January 27th. What if it is? What if it is?
You're gonna cry.
I want to play Sonic 06. I want a PS3 so I can play Sonic 06. I have I have Sonic 06 for the PS3. I don't even have anything to play it on. I also need to go to the restroom. I'm gonna restart stream. Restart stream. It's his birthday.